Hey Paul, I responded to your video once, but I pulled it down because even though it was about recurring dreams, I felt it was irrelevant to what you were specifically asking for. Uh, I mentioned that I do have the same type of reoccurring dreams, and the weirdest part about this was that last night I had the same dream. It's kind of weird because I get up this morning, or afternoon really, and look on here and your newest videos about how you had this dream of flying. And I was like, well, that's odd because I've had the same dream of flying. Um, I've done a lot of thinking about this dream, and I've done a lot of talking to people because, I too have the same recurring dream. And people research all kinds of weird things to say, well, this is what it means, well, that's what it means. But I just want to tell you that in some of my findings as far as talking to people, looking at all the times I've had this recurring dream, it seems like that when I have this, sorry, I had to cut a part of it out there because I thought I've messed up on something over here and I kind of cursed. Anyhow, but it seems like when there's something significant going on in my life that is kind of either complicated or having some trouble to deal with something, or for example, with me, I am battling unemployment right now and a few other issues with myself, and I find myself kind of worried about where am I going to get my next money from, where am I supposed to go from here. I love where I'm at now, but I might have to just pick up and just leave everything I like and go someplace else if I desire to further myself. With you, I'm not going to mention in this video, but there's been a lot of things going on, and I know that some of it has probably been kind of hard to deal with, and I've been watching a lot of that, and of course I get frustrated to see how some people's taken what you've done and try to twist it all around. But anyways, I don't want to get into all that. This dream of flying, when it relates to me, and then seeing how you just had the same dream, it's like I really think it has a lot to do with what's going on currently in our lives. Like I said, right now I am facing complications with jobs, I apologize for that noise. I got the camera hooked up to the USB and it's streaming straight into the computer recording. And I guess the camera got bored and said, "Hey, I don't need to run this tape." Anyhow, and I really think that, I hope that the answer that you're looking for will be in this video, because I really think that has a lot to do with it. We find ourselves, in complicated times, trouble dealing with certain situations, and even sometimes just recently resolved situations can still cause us to have this dream, because it's like in the dream our feet is not on the ground and we're flying around. It's kind of, I don't understand how a dream that can feel so good and so natural can actually mean something totally opposite, but it usually does. Here we are trying to find out, where am I supposed to go from here? What the hell am I supposed to do? Why is this going on? Why is this happening to me? I try to do my best, or regardless of the situation. Then it seems like every time I end up in a situation like this, after a while, I have this dream of flying. And the only thing I can tie it to is the fact that we're living in a complicated time of our lives, and we're trying to find answers in ourselves, and trying to find answers to, troubles. Whether it's trouble with a loved one or trouble with ourselves, it seems to trigger this flying dream. At least it does in me. And I think the answer to possibly your question, and I might be wrong, is the fact that there are complicated issues and complicated things going on right now. Things that are hard to deal with, things that are aggravating. You get what I mean. And I think that the dream of flying is like us looking for a way out, looking for freedom, looking, saying, you know, I'm done with this. I need a way out. And then in our subconscious mind, which has been believed to generate dreams, it's just the mind is also looking for a way to escape some of the things we've been going through lately, and I think that has a lot to do with the dreams. So I pulled my first response down. I'm replacing with this one. So that's about all I have to say. And I figured that if I'm going to respond to somebody's video, I'm going to leave it on topic and irrelevant, because there's nothing more annoying. I haven't had it personally, but watching other videos, there's nothing more annoying to see a video about a certain topic and see a response that has nothing to do with there. They're showing off a show or trying to get exposure or something like that. But emailing you, yeah, I know you get too many emails, so hopefully you see this, and hopefully that you can go on to this. You have a nice evening, Paul.